Hello everybody, my name's Scott, and today I will be drawing a mermaid, which is actually something I've never drawn before. I didn't even know about MerMay until about a week ago, and I'm like, you know what? I have no idea what I want to make for content right now. I haven't uploaded in months because of school and stuff, and now that school is officially over, I didn't fail out of college, and we're still stuck in quarantine. I'm like, you know what? Right now might be the best time to make content. So, yep, here I am, making content. It's been a few months, like I said before, since the last time I uploaded a video. That video was, it wasn't the best, but you know what, I've learned how to edit better, I have better programs now because of college, and I figured, you know, now that I have these tools, I might as well start making even better content, and well, I still have a long way to go. I am still kind of proud of that video, but I actually have a few video ideas in mind from now on, besides just drawing time lapses and me talking. I do have a couple in store for you guys before I get to my next animation, because I have the animation script ready. I haven't started animating yet, and gosh, it's going to take a while, but I think you guys will enjoy the story, the 50 or so of you that watch my videos. But anyways, I kind of want to talk a little bit in this video about my college experience, what I've learned. I will probably make an animation based off of that, so I don't want to spoil too much. But as for those of you who don't know, I'm an animation major in college. I just finished up my freshman year. I did not fail out. I didn't get too drunk to the point where I'm dead. So, you know what? I would say it's a pretty successful year. Not that I drank or anything. I totally obey the law. Anyways, so yes, I am an animation major, and I've always kind of wanted to do something in the arts. At first I thought I wanted to be a writing major, which is a whole other story of how I almost became a writing major because I'm stupid and signed up for the wrong major and then blamed the school because I didn't realize I signed up for the wrong major, but I'll include that in a later video. But I would say freshman year overall has been one of the best years of my life, even despite everything that happened with Corona and all the work, because oh my god, I knew college was tough, and in a sense it's been easier for me than high school because now I have some independence, I'm confident in what I'm learning. I actually want to learn what I want to learn, no offense to my high school, but I won't lie, it's a lot of work, especially in the program I'm in. This college I go to, it's one of the better animation schools in the country. I think it's number 7 or 8, which is pretty dope, but with that it comes a lot of work. My friend was telling me how she talked to some other majors in our school, and by far we got the most work, especially during quarantine. I remember beginning of freshman year, I averaged about 6 to 8 hours a day doing work outside of classes, and plus being on a hockey team and being on an a cappella team and some other stuff. I was always busy. I never got a break, and because of that I got sick a lot. I have a kind of a weak immune system. If any of you watched my really old videos, and about half of them I was sick. But I think in total I was sick about 6 to 8 times this entire semester, or these entire 2 semesters, which it wasn't just like small colds or anything either. It was me running fevers, me having to be on medications. So getting sick like that, and then also having to go to hockey and then classes really sucked. But as for the material I was learning, I actually really enjoyed it. First semester pretty much involved us creating a video game, which is something I've never done before. And I like to call it hell semester because what freshman animation, game design, and UX UI, which is like user experience and user interface, what the interactive media or IM department likes to do is kind of weed out those who really don't want to be there. So they make the program extra hard, so they make sure the people who want to be there actually do want to be there, and they're not going to just kind of try to take an arts major as an easy credit, because oh my god, it's not easy. So the first thing we had to do was create a video game, which again, a lot of fun, but I knew absolutely nothing about coding, and honestly, even after taking classes, I still know absolutely nothing about coding. But pretty much what each assignment we had to do is we had 1 week to complete it, on average, not always, and then we had to turn it in by the end of the week. If we misnamed our file, it didn't include our name, or didn't include page numbers, didn't make it the right size, etc., etc., we would automatically get a 0 for that week, and that's for 3 assignments. So we had to do like the rough draft of the assignment, a better, cleaner version, and then the final. And if we missed any of the criteria for any of those 3, we got a 0 automatically on all of those assignments, which would be anywhere from 70 to 150 points per week off. So if you miss one assignment, you're already pretty much not going to get an A unless it was one of the earlier assignments. Thankfully, I only missed one assignment, so I ended up doing pretty decent in the class. It was a lot of work though. Like, I have never put so much time into a class before. In high school, my grades weren't the greatest. I mean, I obviously passed and made it to college, so they weren't terrible, but I was not the best student. I was focused on other things, and this first semester kind of kicked me in the butt on how to be a better student, and honestly, I'm happy with how it turned out. Sure, my grades weren't straight A's, but it's the best I've ever done ever, so I'm really happy with that. This semester was a lot different. Like, we still had a lot of work, don't get me wrong, but the teachers or professors were a lot more lenient, and I feel like I actually overall learned a lot more this semester now that they realized, hey, I actually want to be here because I'm putting a butt ton of effort into it. So overall, I'm excited. We haven't really done much animation yet. The one animation project I've done beside, well, technically there were 2. One of them was the Fox animation that you can see on my channel. I'll leave a link into the description, where we used puppeteering in After Effects, which isn't really known for an animation program, but then again, this wasn't an animation class. This was more kind of whip you into shape type of class, so you know what you're getting into. And then the other animation I made was something called the 24-hour animation challenge, and god, this was a stressful day for me. So first off, I'm on my school's hockey team. I'm pretty sure at this point most of you know that. So I had to go from a few games. I think we were in Minnesota this weekend. I can't remember for sure. We played those games. I played like 20 minutes in total because I'm one of the backup goalies, but besides the point. Then I had to go from there, do a 6 to 8 hour bus drive, and then you can get into this animation challenge. And what this animation challenge is pretty much what it sounds like. We had 24 hours to complete a 30-second animation, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if any of you have dabbled into animation, you know that that's a lot. So we were given a theme called Justice, and we could do whatever we wanted with the theme. It was just the word justice, and we had 24 hours from 12 p.m. Saturday to 12 p.m. Sunday to finish this. I was not there for the whole thing because, again, I was traveling from hockey. So in total, I stayed up for 36 hours straight because I had to get up early for hockey, and then I had homework to do, and then I had to do the animation challenge. We ended up getting 5th place, I think, so, you know, not too bad. I mean, it was out of 6, but honestly, it wasn't really for the competition. It was more to get the experience, and I really liked my team. I really liked our animation. We ended up animating, a raccoon sneaking into like a bedroom or something, and then a dog defending like the kid from the raccoon, and it was like made into an old western sort of thing. It's kind of confusing, but it was fun, and seeing everyone else's artwork and animations was really cool too. Some people were just so incredibly talented. I was a bit jealous, like jokingly, but like it was a really fun experience, and we got pancakes in the morning, and we got food, and and candy and all of that, and it was a lot of fun, even if I went a little crazy being up for that long, and I threw snowballs and just held snow in my hand for like 10 minutes just because, you know, why not? But yeah, those were the two animations I've made besides the one on my YouTube channel for school. And also, this was a requirement, the 24 animation challenge. This is just something that they hold at my school. So next semester, so sophomore year, is when I will actually finally get into an actual animation class. And so I'm really excited about that. I did do 2 drawing classes, drawing 1 and 2 this year, and I learned a lot about anatomy and creativity in those classes. They weren't like cartoon classes or anything, but I did learn about portraits. I learned more about realism, and I've always been one of those people, like, you'll probably hear this a lot, but in order to draw cartoons, you kind of got to know what you're doing. And well, with realism, and well, I still have a long way to go with anatomy and drawing in general. As you can see, this isn't probably my favorite work that I've ever made, but I'm definitely getting better. You still need to know how to draw realism in anatomy and understand how the human body, animals, and all that stuff works before you can really get into cartooning, which is what I'm trying to work towards right now. So now that I have this, I'm going to be working a lot more on drawings over the summer, trying to get better. My next video is going to be a few Marvel characters, and I actually think it's turning out really well so far. So just being able to see that improvement in myself has been really, really cool to see. I still have a long way to go, but you know what? I am getting better every day, which at first was hard for me to admit, because I can look at this drawing, especially the background, and nitpick the hell out of it. I'm not completely happy with it, but I do recognize the progress I've made, so that's always good. But yeah, college overall has been awesome. I'm really sad that it had to end early because of Corona and all that stuff. Don't worry, I won't get too much into it. But you know what? I was still happy to see my family again, coming home a little early. And now I can spend the rest of this time really improving my craft and doing other stuff, and, you know, hanging out with friends from home and all that kind of stuff. So you know what, even there's always a positive to the negatives, and I'm, again, really, really excited to get back into sophomore year. I'll hopefully still be playing hockey if Corona doesn't, like, prevent us from doing that. I'm going back to the school next year. I'm going to be in the a cappella group, and then all of this sort of stuff too. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff all the YouTubers ask you to do, and I will see you guys next time.